Hello, I'm happy to have you back with mathematics. I'll tell you how you do. Yes, quickly let's look at this question. Now we have A, B belonging to the set of natural numbers. Yes, they are a member of natural number. So now if they belong to this natural numbers, if they are members, b squared plus 3a squared b squared is equal to 30a squared plus 5 on 7. How can we get around this such that we are going to get the addition of a and b? How? That implies that we need to get a and b, right? Good. So having gotten what to do, from which side can we move? We can move from the left hand side, the right hand side. But I think it's advisable we move from the right hand side for the fact that we have 5 on 7. So let's go from the right hand side. So if you are moving from the right hand side, we have, from the right hand side, we are having what? 30a squared plus 5 on 7. We can write 5 on 7 as 10. Just part of this is simplification we are talking about. Plus 507. So if you are having 30 a squared plus 10, then plus 507. What's the next thing we can do there? We can factor out. What's common here? Look at 30a squared, we have 10. So they are all, but they are both multiples of 10, right? So we have 10 here, we have 3a squared plus 1, then plus what? 507. Don't forget we are coming from here, and this is where we are going to. So having gotten that, we can say this, let this, the whole in this bracket, everything in this bracket, let it be C. So if 3a squared plus 1 is C, we are moving somewhere. So what do we have next? What are we going to do next? So we are going to be having this. So if that one is C, that means we are going to be having 10C. Instead of 10, we have 10C. Then plus what? So 10C plus 507. This is now our RHS. Right? So let's go back to the left hand side. Let's equate them to both sides. So if we're equating them to both sides, you are seeing now, our right hand side is now what? It's not 10C plus 507. Let's equate that to the left hand side. So what are we going to be having? We're going to be having, don't forget where we are. So what are we going to be having next? We're going to be having from the left hand side, we have b squared. So we have b squared plus 3a squared b squared, and that can equally be written as, what are we having here? These are also what? Multiples of b. You can factor out b squared rather than multiples of b squared. So we are having b square open bracket 1 plus what? 3a squared. What are you seeing again? What are you seeing? Are you seeing something? Can you see our C? Can you see it at all? See our C. Our C is 3a squared plus 1. And that's what we got there again for when we factor out b squared. So that implies that what are we going to be having next? We're supposed to be having, now we are going to be having b squared times C. Because since this one, recall that this is C. Right? So what do we do next? We are going to just work out with what we have. So that means our left hand side is now CB square or B square C. So since we are having it to be B square C, let me go back to my pen. So we have B square C to be equal to what was our right hand side. We add it to be 10C plus 507. So it's just manipulation. And I think from here we can move, right? So from here we can move. So if we have B square C, so we can, so that implies that dividing both sides by C, what do we have? We have B square to be equals to 507. Oh, sorry, skip something there. So we have 10 plus 507. So we have 10 plus 507. What do we have next? So what we have to do now, since we are having this divided by C, we can rewrite this. We can write the whole of this. We can rewrite this. How can we write that? We can write that so we have B square. We have B square to be equals to 10. Then what? Plus, if you go and get the prime products of 507, you're going to be having 3 times 13 times 13. So if we make C to be 13, let's assume C is 13. So that means you're going to be arriving at this. Are you seeing that? So if C is 13, if we do this cut out this, what are we going to be having next? We're going to be having C is 13, so B square can be equals to 10 plus what? What is 3 times 13? This, of course, we cut out this, so we have 39. So that means B square is equals to what? 49. Then automatically our B will be what? Plus or minus 7. So now, picking the positive part, our B is 7, right? So since our B is 7, we can get our A, right? So how do we get our A? Go back to any side of the equation. Going back to the value of our C, we said let C be equals to 3A square, or we have 3A square plus 1, right, from one of the equations. So if that is what we have, and I think we can write that to be what? Have 3A square plus 1 to be equal to C, and our C is 13, right? Good. So we have 3A square to be equals to what? 13 take away 1, we have 12. Dividing both sides by 3, our A square should be equals to 4. Automatically our A2 is what? So picking 2, what will our A plus B will be equal to what? What is 2 plus 7? That is equals to what? 9. Our final answer is 9. So you can see what we did here. From here, we arrive at this place. So it's just manipulation. And our best to go is to go from the right hand side. Thank you for staying with me. Remain blessed.